So here we have another problem. We're going to evaluate the integral, and we're going to use the substitution rule. So this one might be a little more obvious what we want to substitute for. So you can see I've got e to the x and e to the x right there. I'm not too worried about the sign because I know how to take the antiderivative of sign. So you might want to look over some of your antiderivative rules, your cheat sheet for antiderivatives, just to become familiar with, well, what do I know how to work with? Okay, so if I let u equal e to the x, now remember, you're setting up the substitution. As soon as you do that, you want to take the derivative of both sides of that equation. So that gives us du equals, and now we're doing a derivative, not an antiderivative, but a derivative. The derivative of e to the x is e to the x. And then this is in terms of x dx, okay? All right, so that's going to mean this part here, that ex and that dx, that's going to be du, okay? And then this part, that's going to be the u. Now, this is an indefinite integral, so we don't have to worry about the a and the b changing, but we do have to worry about what that means at the end, but we'll get to that. Okay, so sine u du, okay? I'm hoping you see where all that's coming from. So this green part, that's the du, the orange part is the u. It's sometimes tricky with e to the x because it repeats itself, right? Okay, but that's what it is. And now we're going to do the antiderivative of sine u. Well, the antiderivative of sine is negative cosine. Okay. You can think about checking that. Whoops, I don't need the du. I did the antiderivative. Oopsies. I meant to put plus c. Okay, we need the plus c because it's an indefinite integral. So the derivative of cosine is negative sine, but because we already have a negative, the two negatives will make it positive, and so we get just sine u. So you could always check that by taking the derivative here and seeing if it's, the integral there. Okay. Now, we can't leave it in terms of u. We have to go back in terms of x. So what was u? E to the x, right? Okay. So now I want to write this as negative cosine, and I'm going to put this in parentheses, e to the x, because they did, plus c. And then that's it. We can't get a value. It'll just be a function, but that would be then the evaluation of that integral. Okay? Remember, you can go back after you've viewed these videos. You can fix up your take-home part, to make changes if you need to. That's allowed. And then you're going to turn that take-home part in next Tuesday. Well, it'll be the 14th. Yeah, December 14th. Okay?